A more than interested spectator at Anfield last night was Stockport manager Danny Bergara. And despite the fact that Liverpool were lucky to get away with a draw in Bristol, with home advantage, he must have thought the Premiership club would have won through last night. But Russell Osman's tight-knit side were never anything short of certain that they could continue the form they'd shown in both the previous attempts to settle the tie and put the lights out on what was Liverpool's last chance of a trophy. There was no mistaking the importance of the game. In the match programme, Graeme Souness admitted that the FA Cup was a lifeline his team had to seize. And backed by over 6,000 fans, Bristol City went about snatching that lifeline away.
Bristol City taking this game to Liverpool as they did the first two matches, and that's a good ball from Tinnion, and Allison's away here. Rob Jones having to come across in the middle, three waiting, Robinson, and it's Rob Edwards with a chance, and he's missed it. McManaman waving to those in the middle. Barnes has come on this side, he's got behind David Martin. Rush in the centre here, oh, deflection, Barnes and Rush, and still loose by the post, and they're piling in. Ian Rush at the bottom of the pile of bodies. And still Tinnion's left foot works for Bristol City, and Ruddock waiting for Grobbelaar. And after the same as down at Bristol, it's Robinson with a chance, the goal's empty! Oh, he's just put it over! Barnes. Now Clough. And to his left, McManaman. They're stretched a bit here, Bristol. Rush! Oh, should have scored. And again, Bristol City's passing, a joy to watch. Look at that triangle there by the midfield players. And away goes Junior Bent. And Grobbelaar, oh, he handled that surely, outside the area. That's got to be a yellow card. Perhaps it should have been a red. Robinson hooking it on. Header came back off Harkness, Tinnion, Allison. Jones comes in for the tackle. It's free. It's Tinnion. It's a goal. They've done it. Bristol City score. And it's Tinnion. That's left foot of his, a potent weapon throughout this tie, and in the corner. And the supporters from the West Country ready to celebrate here. Bristol City have done what Bolton did here last year. They've beaten Liverpool in a third-round replay at Anfield. Great delight for them, but you just wonder what this might have done to Liverpool's season. It was always going to be a critical cup tie for Liverpool and Graeme Souness, and they've been beaten on their own ground.
Anfield has seen many great scenes of celebration over the years, but not from visiting fans. The Bristol City supporters rightly hailed their heroes. The Kop joined them, but a lot of them were also singing Souness out. When Stockport manager Danny Bergara arrived home, the Bristol City players were still celebrating in the bath. Liverpool manager Graeme Souness was still behind a firmly shut dressing room door. He knew exactly what that defeat would mean.
It was a terrific win for Russell Osman and his team. And Russell, it wasn't just the win, it was the manner of your win, because you outplayed them really both games, didn't you?
Well, we played very well. You know, we try and pass the ball around. The pitch was very nice last night, and the boys did pass the ball very well.
Now, as a player for Ipswich over many years, you played against all the great Liverpool teams. What do you feel about the present setup there?
They're still a very good side. We had nothing to lose last night, and our players were very hungry for a result. They're very committed, and they showed a hell of a lot of passion. It's not right for me to talk about Liverpool. I've got a lot of time for Graeme, and he showed his great hospitality last night towards the players, the wives, and people like that. But as far as we're concerned, our lads stuck to the task very, very well. They showed a lot of discipline and got on with the job that we asked them to.
Liverpool job's a tough one at the moment, though, isn't it?
Well, it is, you know, and Graham's a brave man in taking the job on, and he'll do the right thing.
Yeah. Now, you outplayed them, then you lose at home to Notts County, then you outplay them. How does that work?
Yeah, you tell me. It was very difficult to pick the lads up for the Notts County game, because one minute we had a crowd of 21,000 people there midweek. That dropped down to 7,000 for the home game. I think the players put a hell of a lot of effort into the Wednesday game against Liverpool, and I think by the time the league game came against Notts County, one or two of them suddenly, you know, felt a bit lead-legged. We rested them towards the end of the week, and suddenly they were fit as fiddles again last night.
Now, you've got a player called Junior Bent, fascinating name, and we always think he should score 6 every time we see him play. If he could finish, he'd be worth about 3 million.
Well, they call him Nugget at the club. He's a terrific little lad. You know, he's a tremendous character. What we do with Nugget, he goes in, he softens them up, gives them a false sense of security, and then we go in and finish the job.
Finish the job. And Tinnion, who scored the goal, had a bet with you half-time, I read this morning.
Yeah, I was trying to do my team talk at half-time, and all I could hear, he was behind me saying, well, I'm going to score, Gaffer, this half. You know, I'm confident. I keep getting half chances. I'll score this half. And I'm saying, well, shut up, Brian. I'm trying to talk to the rest of them lads.
So it was a night of a bit of celebration. But, of course, you've got a tough time next time, haven't you? You're away to Stockport, who knocked out Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, very
and you'll be
much.
playing in front of a handful in comparison to...
Yeah, it's disappointing for our supporters because 8,000, 7,500 went up last night to Anfield, yet we only get 1,300 tickets for the game at Stockport. There'll be a lot of disappointed supporters down in Bristol now. So it'll be up to our players to pick themselves up again and make sure that we do the supporters that travel and we do them a good job.
Well, it was a great win last night, and thanks for the moment.